Okay, taking a look at the F1 screen on the E-mini. We do have a lower high and a lower low, so if we fail to take out resistance in the 75, 78 area, then the market's a sell. We can buy weakness in anticipation of such. The breakout from 65, then the breakout from 70 has been confirmed with volume. So we do have a lower high and we do have a lower low, so failure to get through resistance will set up a nice sell for us. Buying weakness to test this come Monday or Globex is a good trade too. Looking at the F2 screen, you're going to see nothing but buying, and you're going to see that from the opening this morning. And we have multiple distributions up, and we've got a new move, so we've got at least 3 distributions today all pointed to the upside. And this is the one thing about the E-mini. I mean, you can't fight the tape. You can't say this market can't be going higher or lower because of these reasons, because it will. It's a go-with market. It's a pile-on contract. The more you move, the more you're likely to move. And it's a good way to get killed. You'll sit back and say, I'm going to move my stop. The market can't be going higher or can't be going lower because of this fundamental reason. You just get killed. So you step up to the plate, you take your swings. Sometimes you get on base, sometimes you don't. You don't think a hell of a lot about it. And that's the way that you have to play it. So we got a pretty strong buying today. We're going to get a good close. We're going to have not the volume we had yesterday, but we're going to have good volume nonetheless. And you can see that there's a seller above 75. So here we are at 72. If the market were to close right now, we would sell failure to take out 73, 75. And next sell would be the 79.81 area. First buy is going to be against 70. Right here, so we'll be buying one would be at 70 plus or minus on the assumption we close right here. Then buy two is we're back to our old 65, 67 where we wanted to buy it previously. So good strong day today. 1 day of selling. That's all we had. Back to business as usual. I think this last rally up came from the statement that President Obama made, and he removed a worry from people that there would be sanctions done against Russia, which could hurt world trade, which could hurt lots of different things. So back to the Fed wants the market higher, we're going to trade higher. And while it makes for uncomfortable trading, as long as you understand the game and can prosper from it as a trader, I mean, what the hell? The big thing for traders is understanding the rules of the game, understanding the market's focus, being able to keep everything in context, and being flexible. Some of the best trades for all the right reasons don't work. Some of the trades with the flimsiest of reasons work better than anything you could expect. And so you're trading probabilities, you're trading expectations. You're not trading the fact that fundamentals, while they eventually do rule, control the markets. So here we have on the node a higher high and a higher low, but we are at resistance. So we can buy into weakness, and then we're going to see how far the market will trade up. And we got pretty good resistance in the 12 to 16 area. I don't think financials are ready to sell just because of the potential chaos and all these surprises we get on a regular basis from almost every part of the world. and that just tends to keep you on the sidelines. The knob spread held in at 24 today. It's where it was this morning. So even though the market did sell, and even though there was profit taking, those that bought the knob spread will see the value of their account about the same. Okay, last rotate in L period stopped at 10, F period stopped at 11, D period stopped at 14 and a half and 16. So this 12 to 16 is pretty stout resistance. So selling failure to take out 12 to 16 is really the easiest trade to see. Then we're back to 19 to 23. I like the 1 to 5 as a buy area. I'm not afraid to get long down there just because of the fact that fundamentals, currencies, and gold tend to trade fundamentals, or at least react to the fundamentals. And the fundamentals say that there's enough chaos financially and politically that maybe we ought to not get short. So I still like the buy side here, but it's very, very easy to sell failure to take out 12 to 16. And we had a great day trading today. We wanted to sell 15s to 19s. We wanted to buy 5s to 9s. The lowest 5, the highest 16. So pretty hard to do much better than that. Okay, on gold, we had a great day trading. We wanted to sell 12 to 15. We wanted to buy 5 plus or minus. And again, I think gold's in the same situation that financials are, that the only people that are willing and size sellers in gold are central banks. The retail count buys weakness for all the right reasons. I mean, with the way that every central bank in the world is screwing with the currencies, with the way every central bank is backing their governments, borrowing of money they shouldn't be doing, with the political instability. I mean, you just hard for a retail account not to be a buyer of gold. Okay, we're in the same situation. R1 is going to be 12 to 15, just like it was today. Then we're going to have our 18 to 20 for sell 2. I can be a seller in London with the right setups and the rest of it. I still like the buy area in the 1300, 1305. So we'll make buy 1, 5 to 7, and we'll make buy 2, 1300 to 1302. The only seller I can see in size are large central banks. You just have to have sell stops in to protect you. You don't know when they're going to do it or what's going to kick it off. But they do it regularly enough that you have to protect for the downside. And the reason central banks do that is that they want to make sure that gold traders out there don't have 100% certainty that every trade they put on is going to be profitable. Shake things up a little bit. And also, some central banks sell and then turn right around and go buy the physical when it gets knocked down. You and I would be arrested for doing that. There's a lot of stuff that governments do around the globe that legalize breaking the law that would get their civilian populations put in jail. You know, our Congress changed the laws about insider trading, and they made themselves subject to the same laws that we are, and that lasted for about 3 months, and they went back and changed it. There's 2 classes of entrepreneurs going right now. One of them is the traditional entrepreneur that develops products or services that others want, and the other is the political entrepreneur. If you take a look at how many politicians in both parties go to Washington and become millionaires, how do you do that having to maintain 2 households on $175,000 a year? You can't. And if you go to the Congress, not a wealthy person, how do you are pretty well guaranteed to leave Congress as a wealthy person? By selling favors to constituents that need those favors. The nice name for it is crony capitalism. So here we are. We got really in the crude area, we've got a seller above 102.75. We've got a buyer against 101. You can see we got a pretty clean break. Definitely a seller above 103.30. So prime sell territory is 102.75, 103.25. Prime buy territory is in the 101, 101.25 area, and here we are. We've got a B pattern. We're faced a little bit lower. Obama took some of the danger of being short crude oil out of the market today. I didn't read anything about the crude oil supplies in Iraq or Libya or any place else being threatened. So here we are, pointed lower. We're at 86. We got high volume number at 36, so make 25.50 buy 1. And buy 2 we'll put against 101 plus or minus. On the sell side, we're going to make 225, 250. Sell 1. And then we're going to make 75 to 103 for sell 2. And last but not least, the euro. We finally did get to 135. We said if we didn't change 135 from support to resistance, we would see short covering. And that's pretty much what happened. Oh, by the way, that those numbers in crude oil were for the September contract. So, looking at the euro, where is our best resistance? And it's in the 35, 40 to 50 area. So we're gonna, it's pointed higher right now. We're gonna try to see if they'll spook the shorts a little bit and take it higher before London starts trading. Take the weak shorts out of their positions. The euro might come back a little bit off of Obama's statements that no further sanctions or escalation of the tensions between Russia and the U.S. are there. The EU has spoken. They are not going to do any meaningful sanctions against Russia because 30% of their natural gas comes from Russia. And it'd be pretty hard to get them to move without a direct attack on them. Nobody would go to war over the shoot down of this airliner. Not saying anybody should go to war over it, but again, it just shows you the mindset and the nature of the beast that you're dealing with. There are people in this world that only value possessions and wealth and power, and you don't count. So either directly or indirectly, Russia is behind bringing this airliner down, either giving their weaponry to idiots and fools, and understanding command and control and the central radar. These little 4 to 8 missile launchers that you see are controlled centrally by a central radar, and they spread those around so you can't take out a radar and anti-aircraft battery with one bomb. And so somebody at that central radar deal had to acquire the target and had to give permission for that plane to be shot down. And that authority is pretty well guarded and protected. So I do have a feeling, though, that the population of Russian missile batteries is going down in the not so distant future. So selling 40s to 50s and 75 plus or minus in the euro looks good. Buying the 135 even 10 area, and then 34.75 looks pretty good. Hey, we had another great week of trading. It's good. We handled a lot of adversity and surprises. We handled